transformative mind-body practices, one classic, one modern, but which one really delivers? On the left, yoga, the ancient spiritual path for mind-body-spirit harmony. And on the right, Pilates, the modern conditioning system for ultimate core strength and alignment. Let's skip the buzzwords and get straight to what truly matters. Each category earns points, and at the end you'll see exactly which practice stands out in 2026. The final winner might surprise you. Here's the roadmap. We're looking at primary focus, core strength, movement style, flexibility and mobility, mental health benefits, cardiovascular impact, injury recovery and rehab, class duration and pace, equipment and props, and finally, lifestyle and philosophy. We're covering all the bases. Let's kick things off with the primary focus. Yoga's vibe is all about spiritual and mental wellness, mind-body-spirit integration, flexibility, mindfulness, that whole ancient practice thing. Pilates, it's really into core strength and physical conditioning. If you want muscle toning and stability, Pilates is your buddy. But the thing is, while yoga might be a little less about hardcore abs, Pilates doesn't really touch that spiritual stuff. So honestly, both shine here but in their own ways, so it's a tie. Next up, core strength. Yoga gives you some nice leg and upper body strength, especially if you're holding those arm balances or warrior poses. Your quads will feel it. But full transparency, yoga isn't always consistent with the core work. Now Pilates, total core domination, it systematically targets all those powerhouse muscles, and everything you do is about engaging your core. So if you're chasing that six-pack, Pilates wins hands down. Let's talk movement style. Yoga goes for slower, more fluid motions, right? Poses are held, you focus on the breath, and sometimes it feels like time just slows down. It's super calming unless you're not great with patience, then it takes some endurance. Pilates, on the other hand, is more about quicker, precise, and repetitive moves, not as meditative, more go go go. If you like to feel the burn and keep moving, Pilates is your jam, but for that deep, connected flow, yoga steals the spotlight here. And here's something cool. Did you know yoga literally goes back thousands of years to ancient India? Pilates, on the other hand, is a 20th century creation by Joseph Pilates, designed as a rehab method. Talk about ancient wisdom versus modern innovation. On to flexibility and mobility. This is like yoga's moment, okay? You'll stretch, open joints, and honestly, you'll start feeling like Gumby after a few weeks. Pilates will boost mobility, especially for older adults, and you'll see better range of motion, but those deep, dramatic yoga stretches, not quite, sorry. So yoga absolutely owns this category. Now, mental health benefits. Yoga's basically therapy on a mat. We're talking about stress reduction, meditation, breath control, even emotional regulation. You'll walk out of class and just sigh in relief. Pilates does help with body awareness and mental focus, and you get some mindfulness, but if you're chasing that spiritual calm, not so much. Yoga takes this one, no question. For cardiovascular impact, this might surprise you. Yoga, especially those high-intensity styles like vinyasa or power yoga, can actually give your heart a solid workout. The flowing movements keep the blood pumping. That said, gentle yoga stays low-key. Pilates, occasionally some dynamic classes push your heart rate up, but traditionally it's more about that technique than cardio burn. Slight edge to yoga here. Alright, let's talk about injury recovery and rehab. Yoga is low impact, so it can help recovery, but it's not tailored specifically for injuries. Meanwhile, Pilates was literally invented as a rehabilitation system. Shout out to Joseph Pilates. It's amazing for chronic issues like low back pain, and you can actually modify exercises for different injuries. Pilates absolutely crushes this one. What about class duration and pace? Yoga classes are usually long, an hour, hour and a half, you really settle in. Great for deep focus, but let's be real, sometimes tough to squeeze in. Pilates is more flexible. 45-minute sessions are common and you can get a pretty efficient workout, but shorter doesn't always mean better, sometimes it just feels rushed. So both have their perks, let's call it a tie. Let's peek at equipment and props. Yoga keeps it simple, just a mat, maybe a block or a strap. Really all you need is floor space. That's cool, but you're kind of limited if you want more challenge. Pilates though, now you get reformers, chairs, magic circles, practically a gym in itself. Tons of options to scale up, but you need the right gear. Still, for variety and progression, Pilates takes it. And finally, lifestyle and philosophy. Yoga is way more than just an exercise, it's a full-on way of living with ancient traditions, spiritual integration, everything. Your whole outlook can shift with yoga. Pilates promotes mind-body connection, but let's be honest, it's mostly about physical exercise and doesn't go nearly as deep when it comes to philosophy or lifestyle. Yoga claims this victory, no contest. Let's pull up our chart and see how they really stack up. You can visualize those strengths and weaknesses. Yoga scores high on flexibility, mental health, and philosophy, while Pilates maxes out on core strength, rehab, and equipment versatility. It's super clear how they each fit different needs. Here's my take. If you want spiritual wellness to melt away stress, get super flexible, or embrace a holistic lifestyle, yoga is absolutely your best bet. If your goal is a rock-solid core, injury rehab, perfect posture, or you just want an efficient, muscle-focused workout, you'll be all about Pilates. If this comparison helped you out, go ahead and share it so your friends don't miss this insight too.